Tune in, tune in, tune in. The Black Hair Party presents. Hold up, hold up. I can't hear it. Let's just do it the old-fashioned way. Tune in, tune in, tune in. The Black Hair Party presents the Real Talk Show, where we talk about friendship, love, and purpose. I am your host, JRX36, and this is an All Ages Alliance production. Bam, today we about to hop in this box and go back in time like we've been doing. So let's go ahead, hop to the hoop hop, hip hop. Here we go, hop in the box. And let's go to here. Boom. Here we go, we here. Now, let's go check this time machine. We are in the world of the F book. Okay, boom. And we were in 2014 last time, so it was riddled out. I was liking it. So let's go check it out right now. Right now. Hey. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, so these are other people's, me commenting on other people's posts. Let's hop in this box. Boom, the 7:15. Okay, maybe I'm incorrect. Okay. Oh, okay. I don't see. Oh, here we go. Okay, the post now. Now I'm seeing it. Okay. 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 Okay, so this is a good one. All right. Here we go. Another riddle. Like the bull that gives you wings and sets you free, I am just the rocks, not the drink. I give peace. Oh, snap. That one's dope, bro. Ooh. Like the bull that gives you wings and sets you free, I am just the rocks, not the drink. I give you peace. And then there's this image of that. Boom. Now, this is like a cultural, like if you're not from the United States and you don't know about Red Bull, you're not gonna understand this. If you don't, if you don't understand the language, it won't translate. That's the beauty of a riddle, is nonetheless it's still a riddle, and that's a good one. So go ahead, I'll give you guys a chance to view this, and then I'll let my future self, my FS, I'll let my FS handle it and give you the answer, because I do know the answer. Okay. I got this Chrome. I got this Chromebook, and not a Chromebook, and I mean, I'm not seeing that many posts. Okay, well, you can see, you seeing what I'm saying. Pause it if you really want to read something. Yeah, I'm gonna just look at like a ticker. Tick, 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 tick. Oh, okay. I can, okay. Let's see what happens when I do this. Okay, that's what I think I did last time. I just highlighted photos and videos, and it was just strictly perfect. Here we are now. Okay, let's just hop in it. So September 3rd, 2014, I guess it just picks up right where we left off. The evolution will be streamed, not in hologram, but in HD. Social and economic freedom for all that choose it. One world, one web, no boundaries, immortal living. Ooh, I'm gonna let my future self talk about that real quick while I go turn off this alarm. You don't hear that? Just like that, I'm back. No headphones either because they weren't even plugged in. Did you believe that? They weren't even plugged in. Oh, excuse me, future self, for just jumping in or just day, every day. So this is JJ day, future self. Hopefully was did you hear what the future self said?
No.
Speak louder, future self. Jaden couldn't hear you. Or you gotta speak telepathically.
Tune in to and the Black Hair Party presents the Real Talk Show. We talk about friendship, love, and purpose. Right here is your host, JRX36, and this is an All Ages Alliance production.
Yeah. Was I not recording earlier or was I still recording? I am. I'm still here. Jaden gave me the shout out. Know what I'm saying? Now I can keep going. So let's keep it going. Future self, JRX36. Go ahead. Already told you about that last post. So now I'm gonna move on to the next one. Let's see. I read down one. Hmm. I write that. Look at that. Ran across an Instagram account promising to flip money for their clients. $100 turns to 1,000, 200 turns to 2,000, etc. After doing a quick Google search, I came across a website of victims of this scam. Beware of this and other scams. If an offer does not add up, i.e., $100 turned to $1,000, then it is not legitimate. In life, we only get to keep that which we earn. We earn things by selling products or providing services. I am not saying that opportunities are not real. I am simply saying opportunities, blessing, instead of requiring exchange. You give X and in turn receive Y. In the above mentioned scam, you are asked to give money to multiply your money 1,000% in a 30-minute time frame. The only way this flip could work is if the scammer is scamming the company on your behalf. Either way, someone's getting scammed. I personally would not like to be on either end of the scam. Remember, we reap that which we sow. Let's say that is legit, right? Somebody's losing that money. That money is coming from somewhere. No one is willingly giving that $900 without expecting something in return. And because and it could be attention. I'm not saying that attention could be worth that, but 30 minutes and you do nothing. Nah, man. You gotta do something. And now that doesn't mean that something has to have a certain quality, because, you know, value is subjective, although it can have an objective element to it, but it's more about supply and demand in the beginning until it has something about it that makes it unique, rare, valuable. Like it could be the storyline, like it could be a combination of things. But that requires thought, or that requires preparation, you know. But just to give somebody $100 and expect to get 1,000 in 30 minutes, I'm good. I'm good. Like, I wouldn't even want to do somebody else like that. Like, I think people should win and lose money with all the information. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Here we go. Here we go now. Taste the rainbow. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Taste the rainbow. Daddy's dinner? What? What? That's not appropriate. What is this? What is this about? What is this about? Okay. It set me back. Okay. Some of these were not visible yesterday. Racism is a mental disease. Interesting perspective. Do you agree or you disagree? Racism, a mental disease, a disease in the mind, now in the thoughts of an individual, they are disease. You know, I'm not gonna, like, if I had to say whether I agree with it or not, I mean, I could agree. I could agree. Now, but I call it the disease. I mean, literally, you're not experiencing ease. It's a dis-ease, so off ease. So in that way, your mind will be troubled to the degree that you're off ease. But to hear it in this perspective, I don't feel like playing it because I don't want it to have a copyright strike on this or whatever whatever that it. Oh, look, my uncle. Oh man, am I missing pictures? Oh, this is right back. Okay, let's see. This is beautiful. Content isn't available right now. Hey, hey, hey. All right, see now let's talk about that. Content isn't available at this time. What happens when you can't find your content on these platforms? You got to find a way of storing your content. IU Voice, store it with us. Shout out. We got you covered. We got you covered. So this is my uncle right here, right here, right here, right here, right here. Know what I mean? And look at that beautiful name, Axia. Oh my God, Axia. That's beautiful. AIXA. Man, she's alive. She should be alive, and she should be in her 40s, maybe. But according to what I disappears, she could be in her 40s, maybe 50s, early 50s, late 40s. Um, wow, it's my uncle. Oh, my my uncle is no longer here, living with a physical body anymore. So now this conversation is gonna go do low vibration, and all low vibration means is that it doesn't necessarily have the happy joy feel to it. It's different down here. Down here, we talk about life, we talk about death, and we talk about it, you know, for real, for real. So he passed away. He his his light departed his body, you know, and he he transitioned. So, you know, and what was the cause? Um, he was in the hospital being treated for symptoms associated with HIV. So he was diagnosed with AIDS. What is he was diagnosed with AIDS, and it ultimately took his life. My mother cared for him, um, up until she couldn't care for him anymore. Uh, one memory that I have of him, one of my last memories, I was maybe 10 at the time, which was somewhat disturbing for me as a child because I didn't quite understand it. Now I may understand it better. So, back then it was still kind of scary to have a person that's living with HIV be around you. Like people still had stigmas around how you can get it. I mean, even now, people don't know exactly how you can get it. So back then, you could imagine when it first happened, people couldn't quite understand it. So, he was conscious of that. This is 1992, I think, 1992. Yeah, I should have been 10, like 1992. Um, Correct me if I'm wrong. I'll, put a little thing. Um, but I remember going into his room and sitting on the bed next to him, and then he like pushed me off the bed. I mean, I didn't like hit him or do nothing, but like he was already sick, or like like you know couldn't really get up off the bed, and this was like when towards the end, like kind of pushed me off. And as a little kid, luckily I didn't take it too personal, but I didn't quite understand what was going on. And what I all I could think about today is that maybe he didn't want to expose me to what potentially could be whatever that, but they didn't know how it could be spread back then like that. So he probably didn't want to get me sick. That's it. He didn't want to get me sick. And then when he did transition, I found out because a lot of people were visiting the house, and I guess they felt like they had to tell me at some point. I mean, like it happened. So they told me. I don't remember exactly how they told me, but I remember that as if I was expecting it, yet I wasn't. And all that means was I was so ignorant to life and death that I didn't quite understand what that meant. My brain didn't even have enough information to process it. So like from what I remember, I just kept playing. I wasn't gonna sit down and talk about it, or I didn't think about that. Wasn't like a choice, like a thought that came to my mind. My mind was like, okay, thank you for the information. I'm gonna go back to doing what I was doing. Um, but that has more to do with my ignorance to what that meant. Because now at this moment, and as I reflect, and I when I seek to practice in my daily life, and this is a daily practice, is to value the people around you, value them as if they won't be there tomorrow to value. And it's easier said than done. It's a challenge because in valuing others as if they won't be here today, you may have to sacrifice your ego. You're gonna have to let things slide, or be able to be patient with people that may not be speaking to you or behaving with you in a way that is in alignment with the way you want to be, um, the way that we want to interact with them. So either way, picture, just to close it back out and go back, this picture is important to me because, you know, I don't have many memories of him. He lived in New York and I lived in Rhode Island, and every memory is a pleasant one because he's like the favorite uncle. He would come during holidays and he like sneak up on us, you know, and he'd hide in the closet and surprise us or whatever, come bearing gifts. And, since he was away and he came back, he like, I guess always had the energy to be around us. And and, gave us his best self while he was here. Um, and in that tradition of surprising people, with 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 showing up to their house like that, like maybe not telling the kids or whatever, or even just surprising because it almost became a game. Um, and this is another low vibe conversation. Since we're here, we'll just go ahead and flow through it. We'll flow through it. Um, so we were actually in an automobile accident on our way to surprise him for his birthday back in 1989, February 16 of 1989 was his birthday. I don't know if it was, it would have been, so it would have been the night of or the morning of February 16th of his birthday, if I'm not mistaken, right around that date. We were heading to New York from Rhode Island. And mom was gonna do other stuff as well. But that was one of the main attractions, because my mom would go regularly back and forth to New York. She used to buy like curtains and blankets, and housing stuff like that, and then buy it for the low, sell it for the high, and even lend out like or sell on credit. Um, Another story for another day. Um, but yeah, so on our way to surprise him on one occasion, my mom was in an automobile accident. We was in a brand new Forerunner. My mom's business was doing good. She got herself a SUV so she could get more product in. You know, to come sell and make trips like this to New York. And on a trip to New York, we was full though. It was like we was deep. We was even like in the back. I was like in the back, not even in the seat. Like the back, we was like what, 7 deep. This is like 1989, so I don't even know if there was a law around it. But either way, there was a truck from the postal service that was like swaying left and right, left and right, left and right. Like now, I repeated that several times. I don't remember exactly how many times it swerved left and right, but it swerved like it got off its track enough times for my mom to want to leave from behind it, and then be able to pass it. However, in passing the truck pulled to the fast lane where my mom was traveling, trying to pass them, and it appears that we got struck, and my mom tried to recover from the impact, and then the passenger, her friend, in an attempt to help stabilize it, reached out and grabbed the steering wheel, not allowing my mom to fully execute the move she needed to execute, to possibly prevent the SUV from rolling over. But she wasn't successful. And then we rolled over and over and over. And it was on the highway, going at highway speeds. I guess back then it would have probably been, somewhere around 55 miles an hour on 95. Um, so yeah. Um, but we were trying to go to surprise him. And then he got the call, luckily we were already in New York, or right around the border of New York. But so instead he got the call that we're at the hospital. As a result of the accident, on our way to go see him to surprise him. So it was like a bad surprise. It turned out to be a bad surprise. Now, whatever the adults talked about, I don't know, but that's the degree that I remember. Injuries, no major injury. Well, my cousins had back problems, I believe, ever since then. I mean, who knows when, but no major injury at the moment. My mom got glass all in her hair. In fact, even years later, she was, glass was coming out of her hair, her head. And, I think got her face busted. I don't remember the details. I don't remember the details, but from my understanding, it seemed like nobody got seriously hurt. Like no one was seriously hurt. So Yeah. That's my uncle. Actually, look at that. I'm named after him. Can we even? Man, we got the same name. That's Julian Elias. And then my brother has his middle name. So I'm Julian, and then his other name's Elias. Moreta, he's a Moreta. He's a Moor. Yeah, he's my mom's brother. He's a Moor. Yeah, that's why love is a Moor. He's a Moor, Moreta. Yeah, love is a Moor. That's what love is. It's a Moor. It's a Moreta. And I'm a Moreta, on my mom's side. On my father's side, I'm a Cruz, you know, like Rux, like Cruz, like X. That's an X. Um, there he is. Hey, back to the box. That was down memory lane. Let's see if we gotta climb out of this vibe. Climb out, climb out. We gotta climb back up. Let's go ahead and climb back up. The reward of the sloth is great. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, look. Coming to a city near you. Knock, knock. Who's there? So this is an image of like the militarization of the police department in the United States. And on this date, August 20th, my birthday, 2014, I was bringing attention to the fact that this is the end game. Once you start playing the game of cops and robbers, the cops want to have the best equipment. What do you expect? So this is the world that we're living in. So, once you got the best equipment, you want to go play in real life. You want to go play in real life. You know, here we are. Hmm. I would prefer that it doesn't keep going back. Be sure to only dish out that which you are ready to receive. Be sure to only express yourself in a way that you are ready to be expressed to. Like, so don't express yourself in a way that you wouldn't want to be expressed onto you. Just a friendly reminder. Just a friendly reminder. The sky is falling. Ready or not, consciousness upgrade coming soon. Must have connection to download required updates. Look, this. I might just wanna share this. Nah, let's just stay out of it. Yo, I went ahead and posted that. Why would I want to post that? The pink of the month. The pink of the month. Borders. Okay. I'm glad I came on here because I would have thought I wrote it. So you say you're against immigration. Splendid. When do you leave? Leave it at that. We'll leave it at that. I wish we'd have the real pictures. It would have been good to have had real stuff. Okay. Oh, this is photo. Why am I posting this? Well, this is like a family picture. We don't have many family pictures where this is like a lot of the family. So my oldest brother right there on the far right in the top picture. It's my oldest brother. Below him is my mom's cousin, and then my mom's other cousin beside her, and then sitting down is my mom's sister, and then my mom is in the red jacket. My brother's wife is beside him, and Orlando is behind my mom. And then to the left of my cousin Milka is Biave, and then that's Joel, Betsy's brother, which married my cousin. That's my other. I hope you can see the arrow. It's my other cousin Sarah, and then just below her, the flower girls, Maya, and then that's Nelson and Zachary. Oh my God, Juju looks like Zachary. Oh my gosh. And that's at the time, that was my cousin's partner, John. And then beside him is Maria. And then this is my uncle, my father figure. Outside of my brother was a male figure, but an older figure, but I would say like a more primary father figure was my uncle. Cousin behind him, or my mom's cousin behind him. And that's me with the slick hair. And in the lower picture, we got my cousin in the right picture. Oh, they're all my cousins. But it's my cousin Jonah, my cousin Maria, my cousin Sarah, Deborah. Sarah Deborah. This is my family. It's like my more immediate family. And I got, on my father's side, I got brothers and sisters, but this is my mom's side. Yeah, yeah. Is there more pictures? No. This is from like back in like 19. Oh, I can't even tell that one. That one's like in the 80s, the one in the bottom. Like it's like 80s. Oh no, they got their hairs done 90 style. That could be 91. I don't know. 91, 92 maybe. Right around that same. Either way. We going back. Hopping in the box. Oh, going back to Cali, Cali. So we traveling back in time. Back, back. Turmeric time. Turmeric time. That's when my brother was taking shots of turmeric. No, ginger. Oh no, but he said turmeric. Okay, so that's when my brother was taking shots of turmeric. But my brother also takes shots of ginger. But that one got stung. It's my older brother. That's my older. He look like a little man. Look, little man. Wonder how old he was. I don't have a clue. I don't have a clue. He looks like a little man. Looks like a little man. Well, I guess he's always been a little man. He knew he wanted to be a pastor when he was like 4. I don't know if he used the word pastor or not, but I remember exactly. At this point, I haven't heard the story in a long time. So, but I remember it was to the effect that he knew he wanted to be a pastor at 4. Like, what does that mean? Imagine the kind of life that he lived with that kind of knowledge of self at that age. Yeah, that's right. Opportunities are created. Opportunities are created. The best things come at the best times. Ask me in May. Yeesh. I would have, no, if it would have been like March or June, end of June, July, then I would have said it's a baby. But nah, it ain't no baby. Ceaseless, purposeful movement is the word made verb. Ooh, go ahead, future stuff. I've been hogging. I've been over talking over here. Let me give you a chance. Go ahead, step in. Ceaseless, purposeful movement is the word made verb. Yeah. Knowledge becomes power when integrated into pro-evolutionary system of thoughts. My bad. I guess I should have told you to pause it so then you can make your comment. But here we go. Here we go now. Seek and find the light so you may come to know that which is dark. And in coming to know that which is dark, you will find the light. In coming to know that which is dark, you will find the light. If you grasp, you got it. Yes, got questions or got answers? You got questions? I got answers. Secretly give that which you sacredly gain, publicly share that which was publicly received. Secretly give which you sacredly gained. Publicly share that which was publicly received. Go ahead, go ahead. Immortal, birth, sleep, death, birth, imperfection, immortal. Metaphysical death, not necessarily a physical death. Birth, sleep, not necessarily a physical death. Birth, perfection, and then immortality, return to immortality via the perfect way. The straight and narrow path that leads to the tree of life is indeed straight and narrow. While many seek its fruit, only few endure to partake of it. The straight and narrow path that leads to the tree of life is indeed straight and narrow. While many seek its fruit, only a few endure to partake of it. And we'll leave it at that. We'll leave it at that. Future self, enjoy yourself with this video. And, you know, everything that you've been commenting, I receive and I use to become a better person. So I appreciate your commentary and know that your words matter to me. You are always talking to me. Now, the question is it my future self talking to the past self, or is it my past self talking to my future self? Tell me, because by the time I see it, where am I at in the equation? Am I sitting here or am I in there? Does it make sense? I doubt it. But if it does make sense, tune out, tune out, tune out. The Black Hair Party presents the Real Talk Show, where we talk about friendship, love, and purpose. Friendship has everything to do with aura. Love is a moretta, and purpose is about saving time. I am JRX36, and this is an All Ages Alliance production. Hootie hoo. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That is that, folks. Dos, cinco.